Of course, climate change is real and it is happening now. So we have to take immediate action. But to make our action long term, we have to have policies in place. So I will be talking about how in Bangladesh, policy is actually influencing climate action on the ground. Bangladesh's climate policy started back in almost 2 decades back, actually. Back in 2005, when Bangladesh formulated its National Adaptation Program of Action, in short, it is called NAPA, it was a fantastic milestone. Bangladesh thought of a few years of plan, investing 70 million or something like that, but it didn't materialize as it was expected. But another breakthrough came when Bangladesh prepared its pioneering Bangladesh Climate Change Strategy and Action Plan, popularly known as BCCSAP. This 10-year plan is amazing in terms of how it evolved over the last few years. And it could see that next few years the country will be requiring $5 billion to adapt to climate change. After that, over the last 10 years or so, we have seen quite a few big plans which thought of climate change adaptation, resilience. For example, Bangladesh Country Investment Plan for Environment, Forestry and Climate Change, which targeted the time period of 2016 to 2021. Then came a huge shift in the mindset of our government system. Bangladesh Delta Plan 2100, these mega plan actually envisage that to make this delta resilient, we will be needing almost $40 billion over the next few decades. And the latest climate change plan is NAP, Bangladesh's National Adaptation Plan. I will be talking about it in a brief. Now let us focus on Bangladesh Climate Change Strategy and Action Plan. It's unique not only how it was developed without any donor funding, but Bangladesh didn't stop just by formulating it back in 2009. In 2010, it enacted an act called Bangladesh Climate Change Trust Act back in 2010. And it actually helped to establish Bangladesh Climate Change Trust Fund, which is known as BCCTF. Over the last 15 years, it is amazing that Bangladesh channeled its own resources, domestic resources, almost $500 million, and implemented almost 1,000 projects in different categories until March 2025. Many of the climate relevant sectors have been covered by this fund. For example, under the Bangladesh Climate Change Strategy and Action Plan, there are 6 different thematic areas. Bangladesh Climate Change Trust Fund, the highest investment made was in infrastructural project, as you can understand, given the need of the country. More than 55% of the funding of this trust fund has been channeled to develop infrastructure of the country. The second one is mitigation and low carbon development, which received 25% of the funding. And the other major group is the projects which fall under food security, social protection, and health. The other remaining 3 thematic areas of Bangladesh Climate Change Strategy and Action Plan are integrated disaster management, research and knowledge management, capacity building, and institutional strengthening. Till now, Bangladesh Climate Change Strategy and Action Plan is still the guiding principle or the guiding policy of Bangladesh Climate Change Trust Fund. Now let us talk about the latest plan that Bangladesh has prepared back in 2022. It is called National Adaptation Plan of Bangladesh. It hopes that until 2030, over the next almost 3 decades, Bangladesh will be investing $230 billion of fund to implement 113 major interventions. These are under disaster risk management, agriculture, fisheries, livestock, making our cities and townships resilient, nature-based solution, and of course, water management. At the moment, the prioritization of the actions under NAP is being done, and we are also preparing the monitoring framework so that we can track how NAP is being implemented. It is hoped that Bangladesh's NAP will be effective to guide climate action on the ground, of course, through inclusive manner. Thank you.